And we're now already into April. I can't even believe it. My first guest, who I absolutely adore, has been on my show now for over 10 years. He's Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic One. And Doc, you have helped so many people out here, and I love that you have also brought in a lot of clients that you've worked with. I love the last guy that we had on. I love some of the people that listen to you while they're in my show, during my show, and lean over and say, "Hey, I need that phone number." Tell everybody a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Doc. I'm with Hypnotic One. I'm a certified hypnotherapist, and I do a lot of other modalities. Otherwise, I help people make their dreams come true. If you got an addiction, if you've got an ailment, if you got a pain, if you got can't sleep, whatever it is, you know what? Give me a call. Let me show you how easy it is to reprogram that electrochemical organic computer you call your mind, so that you're in control of it instead of being controlled by the past or people or places or events of the past.
Now, you've been doing this for over 30 years.
Over 35.
Over 35. It's got to be. I've been saying over 30 years for the last 10 years.
I know, I hate to interrupt you and correct you, but it's 35 years.
35 years, and all over the world.
Yeah, I've worked in 4 different countries. I usually go to the East, but I was in Honduras working down there for over a month in the hospitals, delivered 30 babies with hypnosis. We did 12 operations with no anesthetic whatsoever, just with hypnosis. And that's when I first started out, and that really got me motivated to do more things. And then they invited me over to Australia to work over there, and I worked over there 7 years, 6 months at a time.
Wow, it's amazing. And what I absolutely love is that everything that you do, it's a customized program. And I want people to understand what makes you so different, because we know that there are other hypnotists out there, but you know what? Totally not like Doc.
It's not. I use all my own experiences that I've had over my whole lifetime. I've had marketing companies, advertising agencies. I was in karate for 8 years. The thing is, there's a lot of things that taught me how to be successful before I ever got into hypnosis. And I was a very successful businessman before I even became a hypnotherapist. But I put everything together and I really simplify it for everybody. I could write a 500-page book, but why do that? I can get it down to about 15, 20 pages on how to be successful in each and every endeavor that you do, or how to be more successful than you are now, because everybody wants greater health, wealth, and happiness.
Now, when they come into the office, and I've been into your office, I've seen all of the CDs, and each one of those CDs are just things that they start with. Then it becomes customized. I want you to explain that. Explain it, Lucy.
Yeah, whenever a person comes in, they tell me their problem. Well, that's not their problem, that's symptoms. Otherwise, they come in and say, I'm a smoker. All right, that's not their problem, that's a symptom. But I have a book and a couple CDs already made out for that. I say, here, take this home, and please do not try to cut back your smoking. Don't even try to stop. I says, just keep smoking, write some things down for me, listen to a CD every night, and when you come in next week, we'll start in. By the time they come in next week, they've either stopped smoking or they've cut in half. And then we get down to the root cause of why they was ever smoking. You know, they'll always tell me, well, it's stress, or it relaxes me, or I started 20 years ago when I was 10. You know, that all doesn't matter. It's what their mind is thinking about it right now. But that's what also, back when they first started, why did they start smoking or doing drugs? Because it was a shortcut to get into the pathway of where they wanted to be.
Now, we are going to say this again very clearly to everybody. You do not take anything away, whether you're addicted to heroin, crack, meth, whatever, it doesn't matter. Smoking, eating.
No,
you don't take anything away from anyone.
Because I don't want to have a withdrawal symptom. That's what everybody else does. They try to get you to lose weight and then feel good about yourself. They try to get you off the drug and hopefully you'll stay there. I don't do that. I say keep using it. If you're using it already, keep using it. Listen to my program and we will help you get off, because your mind is like a 4-year-old. The part that is addictive. Otherwise, it's like a 4-year-old. It's me, now. The adult part of your mind is only 10%. And if that was very powerful, you get everything you want. But you have great intentions. Yeah, I'm going to quit smoking today. Oh, wait, I got half a pack of cigarettes. I'll start tomorrow. Oh, wait, first of the week. Let's start the first of the week. Oh, wait, first of the month's coming around. Let's start then.
Monday. How many Mondays have we all tried?
That's that little 4-year-old, because it doesn't want to do it. And you've always told yourself it's really hard to quit smoking. Quit telling yourself that, because then you live up to it. It's just like telling a little 4-year-old you're a thief. You keep telling him he's a thief, he's going to live up to that.
Mm-hmm.
So why not tell that 4-year-old, hey, you're a happy, healthy non-smoker. You're free of that. You know what? And that's what I do under hypnosis. And under hypnosis, you have 100% total recall memory. We find out why you started, change your perception of it. So you look at cigarettes as, ew, just like a non-smoker does. And you can be sitting right next to a smoker and smell and go, ooh, instead of going and wanting to smoke. And no, throw it away. It's done. It's over with.
Now, the phone number to call you is 602-547-0446. Leave a message. Pick up the phone, give him a call, and, do something for yourself. We've all been through, I want to say, hell for the last year and a half, right? It's been a long time. It's not over. It's really not. Well, a little bit, but not over. So many people make excuses over and over and over again. What I can tell you this is I know change is good. It's a good thing. And the only way you're going to be able to find out is by having that free consultation with you. It's an hour consultation.
It's life-changing.
It is life-changing.
Because all of a sudden you take control of your life instead of being controlled by the cigarette or the heroin or the meth or someone in your life or something. The pandemic, you know what, if you're sitting around waiting for it to go away, well, why? The real true business person, the real true entrepreneur, the real true success doesn't wait for things like that. It sees its niche. It sees what it can do right now, and it looks for opportunity instead of problem.
602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, the number 1.com. He has a 98% success rate. You're getting this free 1-hour consultation. It comes along with an MP3, a little CD that you do this at night. Explain to him how it works, because I just learned that it's not just one CD. Remember the last time we had somebody on that you brought in with you? It's a few CDs, and I'll tell you what, everything that he said, it's amazing that you didn't coach him in any way, shape, or form. You happened to walk in after he was already on, and he was already talking about many of the things that you've said. There's many more than one CD, but you basically are doing this at night yourself.
It's like when you go to school. When you started in kindergarten or the first grade, you didn't get high school books too. So we take you from kindergarten to college, and you won't be able to understand a lot of the things at the college level that we're doing, so we got to get you there. And it's so simple and so easy.
Everybody says the same thing. Why didn't I do it sooner? Now, this is a customized program to meet your needs. He won't let you fail. Tell him what you mean by that.
How can you fail when you got a coach and a trainer that's overcoming each and every obstacle that you've got? Remember, you can have success or excuses, but you can't have both. So let's get rid of the excuses, and all of a sudden the bad habits, the outdated, unwanted habits kind of go away, and they're replaced by good, beneficial habits.
And on top of everything else that you're getting, you also offer a lifetime warranty.
That's right, because people's lives changed. Guess what? During the pandemic, people was totally out of their comfort zone. They was scared to death, and especially when it first happened. Well, are we all going to die? Is the whole world blowing up? People so stressed out, and all of a sudden I get a lot of calls. They come in, they're not stressed anymore. So the thing is let's put you back on the narrow path of enjoying life and enjoying the small things, enjoying the big things, but having fun, pleasure,
at the same time, right? But the lifetime warranty is something that you do because you know it works, and sometimes people's lives do change. You kind of you take a little step backwards for a second. You give Doc a call, and what is it? It's free.
It's free.
That's awesome. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk further. You want to make a change? Do it today. It's 602-547-0446. We're continuing here because we're live right now, so I want to keep on going with you. And, some of the things that you might want to talk about. I kind of love to go through these things with you if you'd like. We haven't done that in a while, so we're going to do some of that. All of this stuff is some of the first times I've ever had, and I love bringing in the same paper from the first time I worked with somebody for 10 years.
Yeah, I keep telling her I'll give her a new one of those. And no.
Does hypnosis work for like fears?
Oh, yeah.
Like heights or snakes or spiders?
I'm a pilot, and I didn't like heights. Yeah. I almost drowned a few times, then I learned how to scuba dive a couple of years ago. And I'm old. So the thing is you're only born with two fears. fear falling and fear loud noises. Every other fear you're taught. And usually you teach yourself how to make it stronger and stronger against you. Yeah, that's the thing. The heights, yeah. Nobody dies from the heights. They die from that sudden stop when they fall.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the time you do survive most of the falls too.
I fell 3 stories on my back, and I got up, walked in the car, and found out the next morning I had a broken back. Yeah, it was kind of tough. But yeah, fears, phobias, any of those.
Well, I'll ask him on air for you.
Yeah.
We've talked about it many times. A lot of people have, to be honest with you, everything that you deal with, a lot of it starts off with fear.
I know, it's
So
like I should get
the
a card, because that sounds like me. I'm gonna start my diet one day. Oh, I'll start this first of the year. Oh,
I know. I'm
Oh,
the
I
same
can cut
way.
back this many calories.
I'm the same way.
Oh wait, there's a birthday
We just said
party
it this
coming up.
weekend, all 4 of us in the house. Monday, that's it, Monday.
Monday, the first.
Oh, I can't start this week because there's a birthday. Or oh, it's gonna be
Yeah, yeah,
Easter.
You're grabbing a guy after my own heart. You're having trouble.
Yeah, and they don't like heights very much either. I was like,
I wonder.
I have to tell you how many times Doc has been in this room. And we used to have more people, when it was a 2-hour show, and people lean over. And I'll talk about the one that we had that just recently, when it was the one with the smoker. Was leaned over. I need to have his card. And guess what?
Yeah, smoked for 40 years, and
It's
within
40
a week
years.
she didn't do it anymore.
Crying. Thank you.
even my wife, she has like crazy dreams every single night. She doesn't hardly ever sleep. I know it's from her childhood, so it's like
PTSD.
yeah, something like that.
I just got down to, believe it or not, this sleep doctor. His main thing was getting people to sleep. And he come in, got me to help him sleep, and he had PTSD from Vietnam. And see, you can't cover that stuff up because it keeps coming back and back. And your wife's got something. Ever give me a call and like to say, free consultation, and come in with her.
There isn't a time that when Doc is in the room that somebody doesn't ask you a question, can hypnosis help with this or that or whatever? And you know what his answer is?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just like if you got a computer there and it's not doing what you want it to do, then you call a computer guy. He comes in and you say, hey, I need this to do this, this, and this. Can you do that? Yeah. And he sits there and does that, and all of a sudden it does it. Gee. And all of a sudden the guy that owns the computer says, gee, I wish I'd have had you in 5 years ago because I've been doing it by hand ever since, but somebody told me about you and that's what it is about me. There's always somebody telling somebody, says, hey, I know this guy that knows a guy. The person that come in that was off heroin, it was his dad's neighbor that called me.
And I will tell you, one thing that I love about this show is that it is networking.
It
and
reaches out.
Those people out there that are listening to this right now, you might think you're perfect, and you might be, and we all are perfect in our own way.
Of course.
But I will tell you this, that we all know somebody that's dealing with something. And that's why when you hear some of the things on this, maybe it's you or maybe it's someone that you know. Doc has been doing this for over 35 years now, and let me tell you something about him. Not only does he have a 98% success rate, he gives you a free 1-hour consultation to find out what real, true hypnosis is. This is different than anything you've ever been through or heard of or thought of in any way. It also comes along with this MP3 or a CD or whatever it is that you need. And there's more than one. There's several of them so that you can do this on your own at night. You're doing this in your sleep. Also, it's a customized program to meet your needs. He won't let you fail. And on top of all of that, it's a lifetime warranty. And just at the break, we had somebody that was talking about fear. Heights.
Everybody's afraid of something, but we're only born with 2 fears, fear of falling and fear of loud noises. And the thing is, your first fear you're usually taught is the fear of abandonment. If you don't do this, somebody's not going to like you, mommy won't like you, whatever it is. And then it's a fear of something else. But we create that fear in our mind. You're never scared of something the first time you're introduced to it. It's how you perceive it, and that's how you're going to get it the next time. And it keeps getting worse and worse because it keeps getting worse in your mind. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. So the thing is, quit practicing that in your mind of being scared. I've got a 75-year-old lady that's working with me now. She was afraid of the dentist. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's a lot of people that aren't having a little bit of apprehensive and anxiety about the dentist, but whether it's the dentist or the doctor, we know it's kind of going to be uncomfortable, but some people get so scared, their blood pressure goes up, their heart rate goes
They
up.
can't go.
And they put them in the hospital. So the thing is, they're sitting there. Maybe they got hurt once when there was a child at the dentist, or that shot that they got, and now they build that shot just out of proportion. And so we turn it around. That's usually called the white coat syndrome.
If
and
you
we
want
relax
it,
them.
I'll tell you something. You want to make a change, do it today. Doc is fantastic. I've had other doctors even call here, and they'll reach out to me. I got to talk to Doc. Everybody, when they listen to you, and they all say the same thing once they've gone in. Why didn't I do it sooner? So here's how it starts. Pick up the phone, give him a call, 602-547-0446. Leave him a message, and he'll tell you exactly how we can help you. And I love how you work with people, too.
I had a cardiologist call me up one day, and he says, who are you and what do you do? And I said, well, who are you and what and what? And he says, well, I'm a cardiologist, and I'm in Sun City, and I get a lot of your clients. I said, how do you know? He says, well, they come in, they don't smoke anymore, and I've been asking them, and 4 of them in 1 week told me they went to you. So the thing is, he says, I want to know what you do. I says, well, come on in. He come in, and a week later, he brought his daughter in. His daughter's like 19 years old, and she had a problem, got rid of that. He says, I want you to put your business cards and your flyers in my office, if you would, because he says, your program really is great. I've talked to the people, I've listened to you. He says, you know what, you're motivational in itself, but I really like the way you do it. Make it simple, make it easy. It's not hocus pocus, it's not voodoo, it's just common sense.
And I have to be able to say, I'm attesting to this exactly, that what he's saying is true, because I got the email from the doctor that was looking for you because he was listening to the station. So let's go into here. First of all, give him a call. His phone number is 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, the number 1.com.
Imagine what you would do if you knew you wouldn't fail. Imagine what you'd do. Would your business be greater? Would that alcohol consumption reduce? Maybe not stop, but reduce. Or maybe it'd go away. Or maybe your blood pressure would go down enough where that you wouldn't have to take the pills so much. So the thing is everybody has something that they want to improve on, or they want to get rid of, or they want to actually put in their life. I want everybody out there in Radio Land to think about it and write it down, and then give me a call of the things that you would like to have changed, and I'll see if I can do it.
602-547-0446. I want to go backwards because you said a couple of different things. First of all, you talked about fear. A lot of people deal with fear from the get-go. Mm-hmm. It's instilled into us, and that's a big problem. Again, we want to make sure that you understand, too, some other things. Doc doesn't take away anything. I don't care if you're drinking, doing drugs, eating too much, workaholic. He doesn't take away anything from you at all in any way. And there's a reason for that, because you don't have to.
I don't have to. I'm your teammate. I'm your coach, and I'm your trainer. We're on the same team. I'm not pulling things away from you, but all of a sudden when you're listening to me, whether it's when you're sleeping on the CD or when you come in my office, all of a sudden we focus on the solutions, not on your problems.
So I want to talk about a couple of other different things. So let's talk about depression. A lot of people are depressed.
Oh, depression. My gosh, that is so self-induced. You're beating yourself up all the time. And why? It's usually an extension of feeling out of control, not making a decision, and that stress is just magnifying itself so much that you want to start curling up in a ball. You want to stay at home. You don't want to do nothing. So that if you're still working, you get off work, you come home, you put the lights down, you watch TV, you go to sleep, you get up in the morning, if you can get to work. That depression is not needed. We can get you out of that within a few days.
So a lot of people are depressed, but they're also angst up. So their anxiety caused them to be depressed. Anxiety.
Anxiety, it's a form of fear. Otherwise, that's self-induced in you. Remember, you didn't have those fears when you was young. What caused it? We're going to find the underlying cause of that fear and eradicate it so that you're not trying to mask it or cover it up. It's just like depression. We're not masking it. We're not covering it up. We're eradicating it.
Here's another one that a lot of people need. Self-discipline.
Self-discipline, self-confidence, self-esteem. How can you ever achieve anything if you don't have self-discipline? And why would you ever do it if you don't have self-confidence? So we're going to have to build this on a 3-tier step so that you automatically go from kindergarten to college. We automatically won't let you fail.
Make a change. All you have to do is pick up the phone, leave a message, tell them what's going on. 602-547-0446. How do you help people with things like this? Memory.
Memory. That's in there. How can you tell everybody that you got a bad memory, then all of a sudden when you're away from them, you have the answer in your head? You only have it temporary because you keep telling yourself, I've got a bad memory. How about start telling yourself, I've got a great, fantastic memory?
How do you help people with people that want to increase sales? Do better like that.
You know what? If you sold 10 clients today, that 11th one's going to be so simple and so easy. But what happens if you've presented it to 10 people and nobody took it? You're going to go in half-heartedly. In your mind, you're going to go, they're not going to buy it anyway, so why am I here? And you go half-heartedly through it. Maybe that person was the one that was really going to buy it. But the thing is I don't sell anything. I teach people how to just be a great presenter. If you've got a great product, a great service, just present it. So this is what will happen for you.
That's an underlying fear. What it is, it's
Nobody
really the
wants
fear.
to be sold something.
Right.
Because there's always going to be somebody say, oh, I could have got a better deal than that. I could have got it cheaper. I could have got it used. You know what? Those people, if they could have, they should have, but they couldn't.
Here's another one.
The thing is that sales, the thing is you're helping people. If you've got a good service, a good product, and you don't put it out there, you're doing everybody a disservice.
How
you ought
about
to put it out there.
How about this one? Because a lot of people do it. Nail biting.
Nail biting, hair pulling, skin picking, whatever it is. It's a nervous twitch. It's a nervous thing. That's your nervous release. Maybe instead of smoking, you're biting your nails. Let's get that out and let's get it done. And let's let our nails grow and be beautiful.
And here's the thing about it, guys. There isn't anything that he can't help you with. He has to just hear what it is that's going on. And everybody has a story. I've said this many times with other things. We all have a story. We all have something we want to change. And the only way you're going to do it is by doing something about it. And the first thing is picking up the phone, giving him a call, and leave him a message. Doc will get back to you, tell you exactly how he can help you. His number is 602-547-0446.
You can't succeed if you don't start. So let's start and let's succeed.
Give him a call.